So, Will Ferrell, a very interesting actor, a very funny comedian. But the thing is, Will Ferrell's career is very complicated. He has very funny, hilarious movies like Talladega Nights, one of his best movies. Then he has movies like Holmes and Watson that are truly utter shit. But Will Ferrell is an amazing actor. But he keeps on making these stale comedies, really wasting his talent. Then there are movies like Stranger Than Fiction. That is a drama where Will Ferrell got to let his amazing talent sprout. So there's a movie Will Ferrell was a part of that is truly, I would say, his darkest movie that many people never seen. And I'm confident about saying that. So, let's talk about Everything Must Go. Yes, this movie is technically a comedy, but it's truly a dark comedy. Because holy shit, the dark undertones is depressing as hell. And I know I use this word a lot, but probably the most realistic movie I ever seen. Like, the events that happens in this movie can happen to all of us. And that truly scares me. The story is about Nick Halsey, who's the salesman. And it begins where he gets fired. We really don't know why he was fired until, further on the movie. And after that, his life falls apart. His wife puts all of his stuff outside, changed the lock of the house, and beyond more, locked his banking account and phone account. Yeah, what a bitch. This man can't catch a break. So he says fuck it. He starts living outside, where cops gets called on him. But he somehow knows this detective played by Michael Pena, another actor who wastes his talent all the time. Yeah, we see him living outside and he's adjusting to it. This movie really deals with mental illness great. The movie doesn't disrespect mental illnesses and addiction. It just shows how people struggle with it and eventually they have to deal with it. And it shows it in this mature way. But yes, Nick is this major alcoholic. Like, every scene, he has beer in his hand. To Nick, he has to have a beer to just move on with his day. It's like his comfort item. He needs it, and it slowly consumes him alive. Where Nick doesn't even notice until one scene, he has no money, so he can't buy a pack of beer. And he has a breakdown. He's losing it. The beer is what made him forget about his troubled past. Yeah, it's revealed that Nick one day in the past, he did try quit drinking alcohol, but he went on this business trip to Japan, and they go to this bar for celebration, and the beers taunt him, where he falls into the trap. He starts drinking beer, where he cheats on his wife with a female co-worker, and the next day, Nick deals with lawyers. The female co-worker accuses him of sexual assault. He doesn't remember. And slowly, Nick goes down this spiral of mistakes. He doesn't know what's happening to him. All these bad things are happening just to him, and he doesn't know why. He keeps on calling his wife. She never answers. And he leaves her these voicemails of his problems he's having. And he has nobody to talk about it. And the last person he thought cared about him is ignoring him. Nick is alone and doesn't know how to deal with that. Yeah. As the movie goes on, as Nick lives outside, so it's making his life worse. At first, he doesn't want people to buy his items. And as the movie goes on, he accepts it. And he starts this yard sale and sells everything he owned. He finally sold his troubles away. He had to let it go to move on with his life. He calls his wife again with no answer. But he says to her on the voicemail again, he sold everything, he's a new man. Then we find out that the female co-worker was fired because she falsely accused people in the past to get money from them. That's a major chain lifted off Nick. He didn't do it. But as his life is starting to go forward to a new chapter, the rug he stands on gets swept away from him. It's revealed the detective that helped Nick was secretly seeing Nick's wife, and she cheated on Nick. And she wants a divorce and have the house. So Nick gives up. He accepts that too. He signs the papers. And now what? Well, he finally goes into his house, rests on the bed for one last time. And then he gives important items to people who changed his life for the better. And now he's back where he was. No job, no house. But at the end of the movie, Nick is fine with it. He accepted it. That's what this movie was about the whole time. People's lives fall apart all the time. Some get a new chance and take it. And some people don't get a second chance. And they have to accept that. Life isn't always fair. Life isn't always fair. That's reality. People aren't that nice. The world can be mean, but you have to get used to it, because life sometimes can bring joyness, even if you don't realize it. Hello guys, I know this was depressing, but this movie is truly amazing, and one of Will Ferrell's best performances. If you like videos like these, subscribe, like, and share of course. You guys are amazing, and thank you again for watching. Peace! See you guys later.